We're reviewing taurusarena.com today. It's part of the series we're doing, reviews on prop firms, and I'm happy to do a review on taurusarena.com. As I said before, I've spoken to them on multiple occasions, and while they're, I guess you can say, a relatively young firm, you do see when speaking to them that they've put a conscious effort into moving away from gimmicks, and they're really focused on sustainability, which is very important. I mean, you're going to see in the review that they've clearly made quite a few deliberate decisions and choices about who they're trying to serve in the prop space and the trader community. And I want to give you, let's say, just one example so you know what I'm talking about. One policy that really stands out, and this is huge for prop traders, is that they allow you to take your entire payout directly from your safety threshold. So seriously, this alone should make you run right now and get a bunch of accounts, because you can take your payouts out from the safety threshold. If you remember, a lot of firms used to allow you to do that. Apex was one of them. Most, if not all, don't anymore. Taurus is, if not the last prop firm that allows you to do this, it is definitely one of the few last firms that allows you to take payouts out of your safety threshold. So this already tells you that they're very trader friendly, but without it being really, what's the word? Spoiler alert, they do lean into consistency a little bit more than the other firms. Let me tell you what I'm talking about for the Prime account, not for the Freeze account. They have different accounts. For the Prime account, which is the account where you would pay an activation fee, they have a 20% consistency rule. But you can bump it up to 30%. Which tells me, like pretty much all other prop firms, they're basically trying to discourage traders from having huge profit spikes, and they're trying to discourage traders from trying to hit a grand slam, and they're really trying to bring in traders who are going to be consistently profitable, which I think is the goal of all prop firms, basically. So with that being said, I'm here with Omnius. We're going to cover different sections. I'll speak in the beginning, and I think the best place to start is to look at the accounts that they have. Let's take a look at what their offerings are, and from there we'll cover the rules, we'll cover the payout policy, the platforms, the current promotion. So we'll basically go over everything. Sounds good, Omnius?
Sounds good. Let's dive into it.
Okay, so starting off with the accounts that they have. Let me get that open for you guys. Just make sure you can see it right there. Perfect. So they have three accounts. They have the Prime account, the Freeze account, and the Direct Prime account. I'm not going to go over the promotions really, because we're going to talk about it later. But just talk about the specifics of the account. Prime. Prime is the standard evaluation that you know. You pay an evaluation fee. If you pass, you pay an activation fee, and you get your sim funded. The Freeze accounts, that is comparable to, let's say, something that you'd know as Top Step Trader. You pay one time, you do the evaluation. If you pass, you go right to sim funded, no activation. And they also have straight to funded, which they call Direct Prime. So these are their straight to funded accounts, and they all come with pretty much very similar rules, all of the accounts. So you really don't have to rack your brain and try to figure out what the rules are in all situations. But we're going to start here. We're going to take a quick look. We'll start with the Prime account. Like I said, I'm not going to go over the pricing, because we're going to talk about that later under the current promotion. And I'm only going to go over one of them. It would take too long if we went over all of them. So let's look at the 50K, which is basically the most popular, the standard account. Trailing drawdown, $2,000. Max contracts, 4. Your target is $3,000. There's no daily loss limit in the evaluation. There's no consistency rule in the evaluation. So pretty much similar to all the other firms. I would point out, if Omnius hasn't noticed it right away, the trailing drawdown is at 2,000. There are quite a few firms that have that at 2,500.
So I have noticed that. Can we talk on that for a second?
Sure, go ahead.
So definitely have noticed that. The 2,000 trailing drawdown. Would like to see that up to 25. Typically with the trailing drawdown, companies give you a little bit more to make up for that trailing drawdown. So I would like to see that up to 25.
Yeah. In their defense, right there at the bottom for $19, and right now it's 50% off, I think. Don't
It is,
quote me
yes.
on it. So you always have to check. End of day drawdown. You can convert that to end of day drawdown, and if it's 50% off, that's only $9.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. Activation fee, $119. I guess that's somewhere in between. I mean, I think I'm paying $149 with Bullinox. I think I just got one with Top Step. I think it was $119. So it's in the ballpark of the regular amount.
So another thing to note there, I would note that all the accounts, the funded fee is $119. So I do like this. Some companies, the bigger accounts, we know get extremely expensive. So Taurus Arena, they keep it simple, $119 across the board. So great, good job on them for that.
Yeah. So as I said, I guess there's no need to go through all the accounts. That's pretty much in a nutshell what you need to see from the Prime account, the Freeze account. If you look at it, we're going to go over the 50K. You can see it's the same thing. Target 3,000, trailing drawdown. This is the one where you pay $70 a month now. That's their promotion. You pay, that's the evaluation fee, and there's no activation when you pass. Trailing drawdown's the same, target's the same. Here you can see no activation. Again, end of day drawdown. If you want to change it to end of day drawdown, that's fantastic. Finally, Direct Prime. Again, their accounts are 25K, 50K, and 100K. I didn't specify it. It doesn't go to 150 or 200, 250, 300. And looking at the 50K, one-time fee, $279. The 100K, one-time fee, $369. That's very competitive. Trailing drawdown, $2,000. Again, max contracts, 4. Another spoiler alert, we will look at it when we come into the rules, but they allowed 5 micros for every mini. It's not 10 to 1, it's 5 to 1. So take note of that. Consistency rule over here is 20%. Again, you can bump that up to 30% for, I think, $19. What does it say? They didn't even talk about the consistency rule. I wanted to look on the Freeze. I don't see it. Okay, let's take a look at
consistency rule on the Freeze is 30%, 20 on the direct, and 20 on the other one.
You're right.
So
we'll
even the 30% is a bit tight. I would like to see them raise that consistency. That's one of the tightest in the business.
It is, but I don't know. I don't think there's too many firms with 40%. Isn't Apex 30%?
Apex is 30, yes.
30. Bullinox 40.
Bullinox is 40, yes.
TPT, I think, is quite generous. What would you say?
Can't think off the top of my head of it.
Yeah.
I don't
the other one that I trade.
I don't want to say the wrong numbers.
Yeah, me neither. And the other one I trade with Top Step. But Top Step, for me, I don't like what they do. I think it's tomfoolery when they tell you all you got to do is have 5 trading days of $150 and you can take a withdrawal. Oh, yeah, that's all fine and dandy. You take a withdrawal. You made $750, take a withdrawal, but they move your drawdown up to $50,000. You got like no room to move, no room to breathe. You can't even trade a micro anymore. So that's kind of like, I don't know. I don't like the way they do that. So I think a consistency rule is much better.
Well, I would like to see them at least raise it maybe 30 and then add on to up to 40 or something.
Yeah, I agree. We're going to cover that. We're going to cover the things that in the end, also, we'll review, we'll summarize things that we think that should be changed, should be looked at, what would be more friendly for traders. The rules for the challenges: no minimum trading days. You can pass your challenge in just one day. That's right over here. No consistency in the challenge phase. Here's what I was telling you guys about the contracts. Where my mouse is: 4 minis, 20 micros. Max drawdown 2,000. End of day drawdown is an add-on for $19. News trading is, I've read them all, so I'm not going to read, I've already read them all, so I don't need to read the entire paragraph to you. It'll just take too long. News trading, you all know what news trading is. It involves opening positions based on or just before a major economic event. It's allowed in the evals and in the, let's call them the sim funded accounts, whatever they want to call them over here. There was nowhere that I saw, there was no stipulation that this is only for the evals. So I'm going to go with news trading is allowed. No restrictions on trading news events. You can place trades before, during, or after. And this doesn't specify that it's only for the evaluation accounts. Same thing with dollar cost averaging. It doesn't specify that this is just for the evaluation accounts. It explains what dollar cost averaging is, and it is something that you are allowed to do. Inactivity rule. Okay, they call it a profit account. They do call it a PA account. I'm usually not a fan of an inactivity rule, especially if it's very tight. But again, this is one of those things. I spoke to you about that, Omnius. I told you it's one of those things that I've spoken to them about. Their inactivity rule is 5 days. Right over here. At least one trade per week is required. It only applies to the PA accounts, the sim funded. However, they were very clear and adamant with me. You're not going to go 5 days and then on the 6th day your account is closed. They said they have quite a bunch of accounts that are in the 2 weeks and 3 weeks, and they haven't even notified the person yet. It's really just to prevent people, they said, from taking advantage and just keeping dormant accounts. So after a while they will get in touch with you and just give you a nudge on the shoulder. But what I want to bring up is they were very clear and very specific. On day 6, you're not going to wake up and find your account closed. So keep that in mind. It's not a rule out there to screw you out of your account because 5 days passed, but it is there to make sure that you still have a little bit of a commitment to the account, and you are going to get to it. So they will touch base with you. They'll probably send you an email or something, to inquire what's going on. But you don't have to worry again that your account's going to be closed exactly on the 6th trading day.
I understand. I understand the inactivity rules. I do wish some of these firms would make them a little bit longer, like at least 2 weeks or something. We've talked about this in every other review, so I'd like to touch on it for a second. Something happens, you get hurt or something. It sucks to think about your account when you should be thinking about your health or your family. But I do think that if you messaged them and told them that you had a situation, I do think that they would fix it.
Absolutely. But the important thing is, again, I want to stress, you don't need to worry and panic on day 6 that your account's going to be taken away from you. That's the important thing. Azar Trader, let's say hi. Skeletor, yes, I agree with you that most end of day is 2,000 and most firms with trailing is 2,500. And good afternoon, Miss K. Nice to see you here also. They have a dynamic daily loss. Again, I'm not going to read the whole thing to you. Basically, the dynamic daily loss is a way for them to calculate the daily loss limit. It starts at 1,000, but as you increase your profits, it goes higher. So it's basically 25% of your total P&L. So if you do have a 5,000 profit in your account, 5,000 times 0.25 times 25% would be 1,250. That means your daily loss limit gets increased to 1,250. So it does grow, and it gives you room to expand and trade more aggressively. No limit to the amount of challenges you can have, but you can only have 5 PA accounts as opposed to, let's say, 11 with Bull and Ox, 20 with Apex, 3, if I'm not mistaken, with Top Step, unless they raised it to 5. I think they may have raised Top Step. I think they may have raised it to 5. Not sure.
I think Taurus
anymore.
Arena just raised theirs to 5, right?
Okay, I don't know. It's so hard to keep track. It's really,
I think it said thing I read earlier. I think it said it was that they had 3, but then they raised it to 5.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's 5 now, so you can have up to 5 accounts. And again, those 5 accounts, you can take withdrawals from your safety threshold. So that's pretty impressive. And then on this page over here, I just wanted to go over 2 things that are obvious rules, but we'll repeat them anyways. No overnight positions, no hedging, and no one-tick strategies. I think that all goes without saying. Anybody that has been around for any length of time knows that those rules are in place everywhere, and that they shouldn't be hedging or doing one-tick strategies anyways. So those are no-brainers.
Do we know if they have a 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock cutoff?
I did know. But now,
we'll look. Maybe put it in the comments, or if somebody else sees it, maybe put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Most companies now are 5 o'clock Eastern, or actually 4:59.
Is it 450? I was going to ask. Is it 450, 455, 459?
I think
the daylight.
Most companies are somewhere around that area. Yeah. But there are still a few that want you out by 4 o'clock. So to me, that's a big difference. Some people like to trade. Some people like to trade to close. Of course, you're scared you're not going to get out in time. You're going to lose an account. So to me, I like to see companies have it at the 5 o'clock or at least close to it.
Yeah. I was just looking at a firm the other day, and it was 4 o'clock. Mm-hmm. I was saying, oh my God, really? There's still some firms out there that have 4 o'clock. I don't know if they close your position automatically. I forgot to look into that. I'm sorry. That's something I'll have to look into. But again, it's something you can easily find also if you just scan their website. Platforms, Volumetrica Trading. It's a web-based platform. You guys saw I was trading with it. And over here, you also get a license for deep charts or Volbook. So you get volume-based analysis. You're going to get the volume profile. You get, of course, the VWAP. I mean, with a lot of other charting platforms, you also get VWAP. I only bring it up because it doesn't come standard with NinjaTrader. And
I don't see that one on their main selection. I wonder if that's deep charts.
It's just below the account types, if that's what you're talking about. You just go under, just keep scrolling under account selection, and you'll see the platforms that are offered. And aside from that, there's also a built-in copy trade system to manage multiple accounts. I don't know if you can manage multiple accounts from other firms. I can't confirm that with you. That's like, I guess, another specific. If anybody's interested, you can contact the firm. And you can also connect to ATAS or Quantower, but the license is not included. So if you have those platforms and you like them, you can use them. Just you would need the license for them. They don't provide the license, which is good. Got some clarity on that. And then Omnius will look at the payout rules. And as I mentioned before, you can access the safety threshold, so that's huge. Omnius, take it away. How do payouts work for the freeze accounts? We'll look at the rules.
We're looking out for freeze account, current offer. Freeze payout policy extended. Expanded conditions to make withdrawals easier. Up to 5 accounts allowed during the promo period. Also, the 5 accounts might just be the promo period. We'll have to get clarification on that. Promo 1, direct prime, you went over that. Promo 2, fees, 0% activation.
Oh, you're going over the promos right now?
That's what you said.
Yeah. Did I say? I thought that, okay, my mistake. I thought I said pay up. Perfect. We'll go over the promo. I'll open it up here. I just wanted to have my page matching. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's fine. I can't find that page that you're on. I don't know how you got that.
Secret page. That's only for people that call them.
I think so. All right, promo 2, fees, 0% activation after passing eval. Promo 3, bundle deal, $17 per account when purchasing 3 or more accounts simultaneously, any size, $17 an account. So let's talk about that for a second. It's actually a really great deal if you want to go for the higher accounts with the primes, because they're $119 each for activation. So if you get a 50K or you get a 100K, they're both going to be about the same. So if we click over here, let's just do the 100K real quick. Go to the next, select platform, go to the next, and off to the side over here, what they're telling you to do. A lot of people are having issues. Talked about this many times on stream. Just click the 1 to a 2 to a 3. Let's see, we'll go back to 2. It's not updating, of course. Okay, oh, I went to 4. If we go back to 2, it's 117. But if we go to that third, now it's 1683, and that's a piece. So 1683 a piece. So for 3 accounts, $50, and then it's 119 to activate. Then you can also
clarify what you're saying is the quantity. Make sure you're selecting the quantity of 3
or more. Yes.
Yeah, because if you don't select that quantity, you will not see the special.
Right, and they're not going to reimburse. So you're going to start at 1. You're going to go to 2. You'll see it stay the same. 3, it changes. 4, it's going to be that change also. So you can do 3 or more. And you can add the end of day drawdown, which is 50% off right now. So it's like $9 an account. So total for 3 accounts, $78. For 3 100K accounts with end of day drawdown. So I mean that's a pretty big deal right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then to activate any of those accounts that you pass, it's going to be 119. I mean, I think that's a pretty great deal. And just to go back over, if you choose the 50K, it's still going to be the same price. Everything's still going to be the same price. So it's whatever you want, the 50K, the 100K.
And you can withdraw from the safety threshold. I'm going to keep bringing that up because it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, I remember that was Apex's favorite policy. Everyone loved Apex because you can pull out of the safety threshold.
Okay, bonus end of day. We talked about that. You can change it to end of day, 50% off. So it's like $9. Running until January 31st. Payout policy and rules. Okay, now we're to that section.
Yeah, but I just want to cut you off
because
you weren't sure about something. Yeah, I just noticed it. No, I was speaking with them on the phone. These updates aren't temporary. These are they're January updates, but they're not temporary. The payout policy on the freeze, that's temporary. That's until I think the end of the month or something. But the 5 PA accounts is a new update. It's a new policy going forward. The new direct prime account is a new policy going forward, and you can see it right there in red. Freeze payout policy is extended, and now up to 5 PA accounts is always allowed, and new direct prime accounts always will be available. Those are some policy changes, and there are some other policy changes that are, I would say, huge, that are coming out, but I can't spill the beans. I also got that from the conversation. They don't want it being mentioned yet, but keep an eye out. We'll bring it up to you. when we're allowed, but there are some big changes coming also over here. Okay.
All right. Payout policy and rules. Very trader friendly. Maybe even the most friendly of all prop firms right now. Let's get into it. First payout requirement. For your first payout, the following requirements apply. Complete the safety threshold, the cushion. Once this cushion is completed, most important step is done. You now have eligible profits available for withdrawal. And the maximum per request can be taken even from within the cushion. So that's saying once you meet the cushion, then that's no longer the requirement. Is that what you got?
Yep. I love the way you say the word cushion. Say it again. Talk to me about the cushion. Yeah, that's it.
Now I'm getting scared.
Maximum per request can be taken even from within the cushion. That's right.
Example, 50K fees. Freeze. Sorry, guys. 50K freeze. That's kind of hard to say, isn't it?
It is. That's one of the things we want them to change, the name of the account.
No. Keep it. No, you don't hear it much, so they kind of got it, so stick with it. The safety threshold, $3,000. Once your account reaches the cushion and you have already completed the required trading days, you may request a payout for up to $1,500, the max per request.
That's on the 50K.
We'll get into it in a second. Even though the amount comes from the cushion, the new rule allows withdrawals from within the safety threshold. After withdrawing $1,500, the account would remain at $51,500, leaving a solid buffer. You can continue trading comfortably without needing to close or reset the account. So, safety threshold on the 25K is $2,500. On the 50K is $3,000, and on the 100 is $4,000. Max payout per request. 25K is $1,000, 50K is $1,500, and 100K is $2,000. Payout rules: minimum 8 trading days. At least 5 positive days, each with $150 or more profit, is already implemented. I mean, that's kind of good. Some of the other ones are 200 or 250.
Oh, there's everything all over the board. Apex is 50. Top step is 200, if I'm not mistaken.
Personally, I would like to see it less, because I think a good strategy is for people to have multiple accounts and try for maybe $100 a day.
100, I like 100.
I would like to see them maybe drop it to 100 or even 125. But it's not the biggest issue, right? Okay, flipping allowed to complete the 8 days. You've already achieved 5 positive trading days. You are permitted to use up to 2 flipping days. It says 2, but it says 8, so that would be 3, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a typo.
Might be a typo.
Or they want that you, because what they're saying, flipping is like a day where you just take one quick trade, you know?
Right.
Bing bang, in out. So maybe the third day you don't have to reach the 150, but they still want you to trade. Or it's a typo. I don't really know.
Could be a typo, but you're required 5 days of making at least 150. So flipping would be anything under 150. Just that's my interpretation of it. So you have to have 5 days of 150 or more. Anything under 150 would be considered a flipping day, I would assume, since
I think I saw the definition of a flipping day, and I didn't pull it up. It was in their FAQ, and they defined it as a very quick trade. Well,
say you have a losing day. Trade. Say you have a losing day. Where does that count in there? Because you need 5 positive trading days of 150 or more. Yeah, so if you trade for 8 days, you have 5 of 150 or more. You have 3 that are either negative or less than 150. Then I would think maybe that's your flipping days.
Yeah, well, that's why I said no. I don't think. I think they call it the flipping day is a day when you just take an instant trade, a quick trade. A 2-second trade, and that's it, and you count that as a trading day.
Okay.
Because I think they did specify that if they see you trading regularly, trading your stuff regularly, then that's not a flipping day. No, and if you don't reach 150, that's fine. That's a trading day. It's just not a profitable one. So you still need to reach your 5 positive days of 150 or more.
Okay. Fees account PA have a 30% consistency rule automatically applied. You don't have to add. You don't need an add-on requirement. So that's good for that one. Payout rules for second payout and onward, 5 positive trading days, each with 150 or more profit, but no longer need eight trading days. This is similar to Top Steps policy. So is that right? You only need 5 days, no longer the 8?
Yep, that's it. 5 days over 150, you're done.
Okay. Once again, 30% consistency rules. Traders can make multiple payout requests per month, as long as each transaction is between 500 and the max per request for their account. Total amount withdrawn cannot exceed the monthly maximum. So they do have a monthly maximum you can get, I think, up to the 4th month. I think we'll talk about that in a second. So 50K accounts, $3,000 per month. Okay, it's $1,500 per request and $3,000 for the month. So note, you can make more than 2 payout requests during the month if you do not request the maximum per request. So if you ask for 500 within a 50K account, you can make many requests to pay out up to the $3,000 per month.
Yeah.
No monthly cap after 4 months. So yeah, after 4 months you can get whatever. First 4 months, you have a monthly cap $3,000. You have a per request cap of $1,500, but if you request like 500, you can do that until you get up to the 3,000. So you can kind of split it up however you want. After 4 consecutive months of withdrawing the maximum amount allowed. So is that saying that you have to withdraw the max amount all 4 of those months? I don't know.
No, I don't think so. You think so? It's written that way, eh? After 4 consecutive months of withdrawing the maximum amount allowed. So, yeah, I mean, if you ask me, I would interpret it as, yes, if one of those months you didn't withdraw the maximum amount allowed, then you are still being capped. You need 4 consecutive months of withdrawing the maximum amount allowed to be no longer subject to monthly payout caps. Yeah, that's the way I would interpret it, the way it's written.
Okay.
Maybe that's not what they meant, but
maybe we can get them to clarify that.
It is in bold, though, eh? It's in bold, right?
Not on this one. I don't know.
I don't think it's in bold on my screen.
Profit split. Profit split remains 85%. You get 85, they get 15. So that's about standard. So good with that. The 4 consecutive months of maximum withdrawal. That's a bit extreme. Don't know. I guess if you're getting payouts regularly. Also, I would say that if you're not getting the max amount, then
you're not.
How are you asking for more anyways?
Yeah, you're not concerned with a payout cap. So it kind of, it's like a catch-22 inverted. Is, like you shouldn't be concerned about a monthly payout cap if you don't even have the money to make a withdrawal of $3,000,
Yeah.
So I don't think it concerns anybody that,
To me, it would be like the people that's kind of building it up slowly. And then you find yourself 6, 7, 8 months in and you got all this money built up, but you can't get it. So once again, I don't know. I like to see rules for people that want to go slow and be conservative and try for that $100, $150 a day.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of people that want to follow that route. So I don't know. I would like to see something put in there for people like that. All right, Mike, what do you got next?
I was just going over the things that I'd like to see them do differently. And I was making just a quick little summary, and I figured we would give our opinion on them. And one of them is the $150 a day profit target. You were mentioning that you thought 100 is good. I kind of think 100 is good also. I think 150 is borderline okay. 200, I think already is putting us on a 50K account. Remember, on a 50K account.
Right.
If you want someone to trade consistently, I think 200 is putting a little bit too much pressure on a trader.
Well, there's 150, right?
Yeah, theirs is 150.
So I would like to see 100, at least 125, because I know that there's a large group of people that want to try for those low numbers and maybe copy trades. If you can copy trade 5 accounts and you can make $100 a day, that's $500 a day. I mean, a lot of people do those $500 a day challenges. I even thought about maybe doing one myself. And I think something like this, you're putting that barrier. So I would say even 125. So you try for 125 a day. So you're looking for across 5 accounts, maybe $600 a day. I mean, I think that's doable. I think a lot of people can do that. So,
tell me about the. I was going to say, tell me about, or talk to me about the 2,000 trailing drawdown.
2,000 trailing drawdown. That is a bit low for a trailing drawdown. Like I mentioned earlier, most companies give you 2,500 for trailing drawdown because if you're getting a trade and you go up $1,000, then you come back down to break even with trailing drawdown, you're not break even, you're down $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So also I'd like to maybe get clarification. Are they going end of trade drawdown, or because it says trailing equity? So that leads me to believe that if you go up $1,000, you come back to break even, you're now down $1,000.
Yeah.
So most companies,
in other words, you have $1,000 of drawdown left.
Right. So most companies give you that extra $500 because of that. So I would like to maybe see them raise that a little bit more. I mean, can we get 2,250 or 2,500? You know,
Look at you, Mr. Negotiator.
Well, I'm not negotiating. No. It's their company. They do what they want. I'm just saying what I would like to see.
Yeah.
To have them more competitive, because who's their competitors? Let's be realistic. Who's their competitors? It's Apex and Bullinox. Okay.
And Take Profit Trader. I would say also with the direct to no activations, $70.
Okay, with the fees, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Or freeze. I can never say it right. Freeze.
Freeze, yeah.
I'll get it sooner or later.
So what I'm saying
is their direct competitors is Apex and Bullinox, and both of those I believe have a trailing drawdown of $2,500.
But they don't have an option of end of day drawdown, which you can get here for $9. And end of day drawdown is very, very advantageous. You can strategically grow your account during the day using your profits without having to worry about cutting into your drawdown because it's end of day drawdown. I do that quite often with my take profit, my top step accounts. I get ahead 200, 300, and I say to myself, I'm going to push it. And it gives me the ability to go and try to get an $800 or $1,000 a day. I don't do that with my trailing drawdown because just in case it goes bad, I don't want to cut into my drawdown by $600 or $700. You know, I have my personal daily loss limits of 200 and 300. So that's basically as much as I want the trailing drawdown to get hit. So maybe they want you to spend the $9 and go for end of day drawdown.
So I will say good.
If you don't want to do it, if you don't want to spend the $9, then it's trailing.
I will say the end of day drawdown is priced very nicely, especially right now with the discounts and stuff.
Mm.
So that is a great option.
Yeah, I mean the freeze, 30% consistency, $70, make it 79. And you're getting end of day drawdown, that's quite a bit cheaper as far as I know than most of the other firms out there for an account with no activation.
So with the freeze is priced very nicely. It's about $70. You can get the end of day drawdown add-on. I do think that's a really nice option. So we got to talk about that for a second. Taurus Arena, they do provide you a lot of options. They customize for different traders.
Yep.
So good job on them for that.
Yeah, if you do think about it, yes, you can basically pick and choose the options that you want.
Right. Moving on, the consistency, the 20%, that's very tight. I would like to see, I said earlier, I would like to see that raised above. So.
Yeah, that hurts. That one bites.
So two of the things I'd like to see is just the trailing drawdown maybe raised a bit. The consistency maybe raised a bit. Well, three things. Maybe the 150 a day maybe lowered a little bit. But I mean, there's other firms that is still competitive. I don't like that it cuts out that niche group of people, but it is still competitive. So good job on them for that.
And keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes peeled. There are big changes coming in January, so we have to see where those are going to, what aspects of the firm those changes are going to touch. Could be the consistency rule, could be all of them.
Like you mentioned, it's more of a newer firm. They have been making big changes for a while now, so they've definitely come in the space, and they're putting in a lot of the work to try to make themselves a big name and give to the traders. So
I like
great job on that.
It came to me there, the Volumetrica, the platform. You saw me, I was trading with it. It was very good. I really liked it. I'm not just saying that. You've heard me bash wealth charts a million times. You guys know I like to trade with Apex also, but wealth charts, I couldn't touch wealth charts at all. Volumetrica is a good, stable, well-developed platform that runs on the web. So it's a good choice, but I wanted to bring that up because I would still like to see NinjaTrader. I'm a NinjaTrader junkie. I think a lot of traders are.
We do like our NinjaTrader. I'd really like to see them get with a NinjaTrader prop. I know that's been rolling out, but I mean, that would be a huge thing if they could get on with that before everybody else and get that going. That would be huge. Okay,
I'm not sure. I was just gonna say I'm not sure what NinjaTrader prop is. If that's NinjaTrader on the web, or if that's their link to Tradeovate prop, which is going to be Tradeovate on the web. I don't have information on that.
Does anybody really know? Seems to be coming out kind of slowly and secretively.
Does anybody really know?
Okay, wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up. My favorite part of the podcast. I'll let you go first. Rating. What would you give them out of? What are we rating now? Out of 5, 10?
Yeah, let's just stick with 5.
We're sticking with 5.
We went to 10 because as you said, I was unfair to that one prop firm.
10 makes sense.
And it just sounded unfair because it was a 1 to 5.
Yeah, like every point cuts 20% off out of 5.
So I don't 1 to 5, 1 to 10. It don't matter to me.
Let's go 1 to 10. Let's do rock, paper, scissors. I win, and we'll do it 1 out of 10.
It don't matter.
Give me your. I go first.
Yeah.
Let me think about this one. 20%.
You know, I'm more a critic than you are, so start off on a positive note.
There you go. 20%. Yeah.
I'm always more of a critic than he is.
I think I could fairly give them a 7. Why a 7? The 5 accounts. The no activation is very competitively priced. The 3 accounts for $17. You can go up to the 100K with a fair activation. You can switch to end of day drawdown, and you got to give major bonus points to the fact that you can take a withdrawal out of your safety threshold. You have to give major bonus points for that. But that's just not available anywhere else anymore. So I'm going with 7.
So now you're making it hard for me. Now I'm at a loss because I was going to go with 7. I thought you were going to go a little bit higher. I was like, you go high, go low. But I thought low was the 7, so I was going with the 7.
Okay. There you go. 2 thumbs up, 2 7s. 2 7s is, I think, very respectable. It's very good.
I mean, we just went over things I like and don't like, so I don't know if we need to. Quick review of it is I would like to see what would it take to put them more equal with like a Bullinox, more in the 8.5. I'd like to see the trailing drawdown raised up. Would like to see the consistency raised a bit.
That's it, I think. Just those 2, no?
Right, yeah. And as always, the same criticisms even we had with Bullinox was the 5-day rule.
It's not an issue here. It's not an issue here.
Yeah, they're saying it's not a hard rule, so it's doable. But I'm not a fan of that. Neither are you. I'd like to see at least a 10. I don't know. I'd like to see at least a 10.
Yeah. You ask me, I would say it should always be 30.
People get sick.
30 calendar days. 30 calendar days.
Yeah, I would love to see that, but I'm saying at least 10. I mean, people get sick. What if you got to go visit a relative or something? I was on vacation a few weeks ago. I take my laptop with Bullinox, and I got to pull out my laptop, try to take a trade.
What are you doing, Omnius? You're on vacation. Yeah, look at the contract. I only have 5 days.
Yeah, I understand it. I understand you got to have something. I just think that's a bit tight.
Yeah.
So I do like them. They seem like a great company. I think they're putting in a lot of effort. I think we have to acknowledge that effort. And yeah, I give them 7, but that could easily be moved up. We could maybe see some improvements, and there's no doubt we will see more and more improvements from this company. They really want to work with traders, and I think traders will appreciate them.
Let's see what the changes that are coming in January, and I don't think you will argue with me. I don't think you'll disagree with me. There isn't any prop firm that's perfect for everybody, right?
No.
There you go. So here they're at least trying to satisfy as many people as possible by giving you the options to modify certain aspects of your account. And I think basically from the conversations I've had with them, they're really looking and hoping to work with and make happy smooth, consistent traders who want smooth, consistent withdrawals. Their rules work great for that kind of a trader, not so much for a spike-heavy home run hitter kind of a trader. Those kinds of traders probably want to look more closely and evaluate the consistency rule in that case. But other than that, like I said, let's see what's coming out. January is almost over, believe it or not. And let's see what comes out of the pipeline. Who knows? Might move them up to a number 2, number 1, number 3 spot. We guys will keep you informed. We'll keep you updated.
So guys, if you're watching this after the fact, let us know in the comments below. What do you think? What would you like to see? They're a new firm. They've been open to suggestions, and they want to hear from you. And they want to hear from me. They want to hear from Mike. So it's quite possible that they're going to come by and watch this video and read your comments. So it's your chance to tell the prop firms what you would like to see. So put it in the comments. Make your voice known. What would you like to see in a prop firm? And I mean, you have a firm that's willing to listen, not only willing to listen, but they want your input. Respect that. Take it. Tell them what you want to see.
Absolutely take advantage of that, because you have an opportunity to shape a prop firm the way you want it to work for you.
Was that an old saying? Speak now or forever hold your peace?
Or forever hold your peace, yeah.
In layman's terms, speak now or don't cry about it later.
That's it, exactly. Okay, guys, I think we're going to call it here. Highlight videos will be put out, at least on my end, in about a week from now. So if you want to check those out also, it'd be great. And other than that, I'll be back on the mic tomorrow morning, 9:15, continuing with the giveaway games. Taurus Arena is a proud sponsor of our giveaway games. They gave an account to, I'm not sure, was it Miss K or SP King? I think it was SP King last week. And we'll be featuring them again, I think, next week. So other than that, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow morning in the live stream. Me and Omnius on the mic. Omnius.
Also, Mike, if y'all want to try this firm and you want to support the channel, please be sure to use our codes, and you're gonna get the same discount no matter what code you use. So if you appreciate the review, you appreciate our channel, please use our codes. Mine, code Omnius. Mike, code Floor. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
I want to make sure I get it right. All right,
Good,
guys.
good.
Appreciate y'all. See everybody in the stream tomorrow. If you don't know already, we do stream live daily, Monday through Friday. At what time, Mike?
9:15 earlier.
Ish. 9:15 or earlier-ish.
Earlier-ish. With the greatest giveaway games on the net. Guaranteed. Nobody's got what we got.
We have fun. We tell many inappropriate jokes and play games. So, see you guys then. Mike?
Take care, guys.
The trading is done. The charts have had their say. Bulls and bears have battled. Now we call it a day. With Nasdaq's lessons learned and futures still in sight, we'll be back tomorrow chasing profits right. Streams ending soon, but we'll meet again. The markets never sleep. This is not the end. Own your future now. Let the charts reveal. With Nasdaq's rhythm, the grind is real. Some wins, some losses, that's the trader's way. We learn, adapt, and come back to play. Tomorrow brings new moves, new chances to sway. So rest up now, we'll be back to trade. Streams ending soon, but we'll meet again. Markets never sleep. This is not the end. Own your future now. Let the charts reveal. With Nasdaq's rhythm, the grind is real. So close the books, take a breath, unwind. The market's rhythm will always shine. Own your future now, let the charts reveal. With Nasdaq's rhythm, the grind is real. Streams ending soon, but we'll meet again. Markets never sleep. This is not the end. Own your future now. Let the charts reveal. With Nasdaq's rhythm, the grind is real. Some wins, some losses. That's the trader's way. We learn, adapt, and come back to play. Tomorrow brings new moves, new chances to sway. So rest up now, we'll be back to trade. So close the books, take a breath, unwind. The market's rhythm will always shine. Own your future now, let the charts reveal. With Nasdaq's rhythm, the grind is real. The trading day is done. The charts have had their say. Bulls and bears have battled, now we call it a day. With Nasdaq's lessons learned and futures still in sight, we'll be